evening. This is Miss Poopee Doodee, once most determined reporter, reporting for Channel 666 Eyewitness News. Today's discussion shall be about how come this show keeps going on and on and on and on. Well, the key to making any kind of show go on and on is to not let any kind of negative opinions affect the show. Because once that starts to happen, you see, then the show cannot develop into something unique. It would just kind of, go more towards in the angle of the people that criticize it. So it won't make sense, if you have a show that's different, to become exactly what everybody wants to see. So I suppose what my point is that, you can't really compromise yourself just because others, feel a certain way. Because once you start, compromising yourself, you actually become, less of a person. And unfortunately, you're no longer an individual, you're just part of the herd. Boy, that was really a long sentence. But the point being was that, one of the nice things about this show, though, is that all the different people involved, have different roles, you see, because, many times I, Miss Poopee Doodee, naturally give the news, and sometimes a Scottish girl and I hang out, so it's a good balance, you see. And then sometimes, Mr. Weird Man might not be feeling too well, so he has to see Doctor, and then, she pretty much, advises people, and everyone feels pretty good on the show. So it's kind of like a very mutual relationship. Each character helps out the other character when they're feeling a little bit low or not so, energetic. So then another character comes along, and that character will provide the energy, and as a result, it's kind of like a domino effect. It's one character hits the other character, and soon it's this giant ball of spinning energy that goes round and round and fast, and it's simply unstoppable. And that's what Miss Divine's to hear about. It's really an unstoppable ball of energy that's going so fast, faster than pretty much anything. In fact, it's almost like a separate universe. It's like a separate universe, a separate galaxy. You see, that's how you can make energy waves. You see, it's all about that quantum physics, people. It's all about that quantum physics, if you ever studied that. You see, because there are these forces that you too can manipulate. But the only way, you can have these forces is if you yourself create your own energy. Because once you start, even, at the very least, even if for a second, start to depend on anyone else for the energy, you will find that they might not be giving enough energy for you to keep going, and eventually you too will start falling lower and lower, like how most people, who don't have energy fall. But just pretty much like a lot of people, like all those people who like to watch American Idol and all those crappy things, they don't have any energy, they're just, they just have nothing in them. So they can't give anything, they just are nothing. They're pretty much dust. Even though they're alive. I know, you become... Well, actually, I know, it's ashes to ashes and dust to dust when you're dead. But you see, when you're alive, a lot of people still are asses and ashes, and also dust. So that's something, a lot of you, might want to think about, is do you want to be an ass? Or do you want to be an ash? Or do you want to be dust? Or do you want to keep building this energy within you that keeps going round and round, and then you too can actually start moving things in the universe? Like I said, like that quantum physics. Anyway, today's news report was naturally about some theories of quantum physics, and it's really about creating your own energy. And moving on. Moving higher, you see. You move higher. You keep going up, 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 up. You see, the higher you go up, the harder it's going to be, for you to come down. So it's very important, to build these very solid concrete blocks of energy so you can keep climbing higher and higher. And these blocks have got to be really strong, not artificial blocks or blocks of glass, things that people can kick down. You've gotta do a lot of thinking, and then you've got a solid block, and you keep putting them up like that, and you will get stronger and stronger and stronger. Anyway, that's that's basically what Mr. Vine's Tiki is all about. It's all about these solid blocks that are going to be continually built every day for the rest of Mr. Vine's life, and it's going to keep going higher and higher and higher like that forever, you see. So, in that way, and the reason I'm talking about all these concrete blocks is, you see, in general, being that the show is on public access TV, you know, not many people tune in, so sometimes when it's on the internet and it happens to go to a wider audience, you start getting the regular people watching it who seem to get very perturbed at the smallest thing. You know, it could be something like a definition the Talking Dictionary does, you know, people get so outraged, or some little Christmas musical Scottish girl does, or some song musical sings. It's so controversial, people go berserk. So, you know, you click on the most viewed video, you would notice that's the most negative comments, because that's the way most people think. But you see, those people are naturally lower energy people. They have nothing, you know, they're just lower. So, what I'm trying to say is that if you've got a solid concrete block, you just have to keep putting them on top of each other like that. So even though you as an audience member might not have a show, or you might not, you know, be even doing videos, as a person, you have to take your energy and develop it into something concrete. And then you keep piling it up and down. In this way, you don't have to let some other inferior kind of energy mold you into something that you're not, you know, because you already got your own energy going. So, today's report was about energy blocks, quantum physics, and of course about the show, and about Mr. Vine's Tiki lasting forever and forever. So once again, this is Miss Poopee Doodee, Mr. Town Reporter, reporting for Channel 666 Eyewitness News.